Welcome, everybody, to a Quickie with Miss B. I'm Miss B. Thank you for joining us today. All this week, we're just doing random question and answers. Although,
Yeah, it's random. There you go. It's random. Just go with it. Yeah.
John's answer from yesterday's show on Wednesday was long. So if you missed that episode or any of the other ones, please go back and check them out. And as always, for listening. Okay.
She was a creep.
Oh, yeah, right.
She was Mrs. Creep. She married that creepy guy. She's the one that picked me up.
Okay. Here's the next
Do
scenario.
you know what it's like to get the "How you doing" for 15 minutes?
Oh, I don't know. I've never been in a car with some random stranger that picked me up because I've lost my swimsuit.
Yep.
Okay.
Just me and my thumb.
This I thought was a funny one. And
random motorcycles going by.
He was coming to my house. We're going for a ride later.
That works.
Anyways, this question that I'm going to ask, let's not resort so much to violence, but let's use our imagination and see what we can come up with.
Uh-oh.
Okay?
Why would I resort to violence?
Because listen to the question. What would you do if some random stranger walked into your house yelling, Marco?
Right now in our country would be a bad time to pull that prank.
Well, yes, it would be a bad time to pull that prank. Let's pretend it's not this time now. Say maybe sometime.
See, I know why you said no acts of violence, because my house, well, heck, I know your house.
I know.
I think the outcome would be the same at either house.
Right? So that's why I said let's pretend it's a different time and let's use our imagination.
Yeah, because I mean, I know the sound would be the same out of my house as your house. Marco, Polo, Polo. What's the matter? You're not saying Marco anymore. You're not funny anymore? You better not be bleeding on my floor. Oh, my heavens. Oh, wow. Whew. That's just, ooh.
It's a hard one, isn't it?
Well, because it's just, if I said Polo, I've invited this individual to play along. I don't want to play alone. This is going to obviously be a 2-question episode. I've got a funny feeling by break, you and I will be done with this one. Ooh, that's tough. That is a toughie there. Mm-hmm. Boy. I'm not quite sure I have anything but violence. I'd have to make up a fake story for that one. Because, yeah. Let's just say I'm going to find out how good a job I did sharpening several knives. And whether or not serrated edges are better than non-serrated edges. While saying polo. Polo. Polo, polo, polo. Say Marco. Wait, I got your lips. I'm sorry. Marco, there you go.
You're being violent again.
There's not a lot of other things to me about. Yeah, that's just. Yeah. I don't believe there's anything I would do, but there's a guy in my house who said Marco. Right now, the minute.
I just
Wow.
said a person, a random stranger.
Random.
Be male,
That's
female.
worse.
Well,
I'm an equal opportunity. I'm sorry, sweetheart, but I don't know you, so you're getting the same thing. If some girl just is in my living room going, Marco, it's not going to be like, I need that. No. Nope.
She was cute.
What you're going to hear from me is another time, another place, maybe. Sorry. Doesn't work for me, honey. You can't do that. Number one, you broke in the house. That's how you're in my living room. Number two, child, I feel threatened. Yeah, no. Hey, it's 2020. Harley Quinn exists. She's a hottie. If she's in your living room and she goes, Marco, trust me, you need to get rid of that girl now.
Don't answer Polo.
Yes, there's no anything you do other than getting rid of her is a bad idea. Welcome to reality.
And on that note, we need to take a break. Welcome back, everybody. You're listening to a Quickie with Ms. V. If you missed the first half of the episode,
I can't pay my business.
Check that out. And so now here's the question, because it's a question and answer and it's random. So here I'll just refresh your memory with the question. It says, what would you do if someone random stranger walked into your house yelling Marco?
See, now I know you. So
okay, take the violent equation out of it and let's just put that aside for a moment. I would really have fun with this because I'm twisted that way.
All right, is it a dude or a gal that came into your house?
Oh, I don't care.
All right, so Harley Quinn's there. Go.
So I would be yelling Polo, and then as that person comes to the destination to follow my voice, I would run to a different destination. Wait for them to say Marco again, and then of course I'd answer Polo, and then when they came to that destination, I'd run to some other destination. It's kind of like Marco Polo hide and seek version.
And later on, we have dinner, chicken a la Christine.
I'm just saying.
Where's Christine? She came for dinner.
So funny. Or I got a couple different scenarios for you.
Oh, okay. Please enlighten us, because all I had was violence. So
if the random stranger came into my house yelling Marco, I would act like the crazy lady and say, "Hey, who the hell's Marco?" I don't know no Marco. Did you say Marco?
You're one of those shysters, aren't you? Huh? Yeah. You're trying to sell me magazines, aren't you? That's what it is. You're that Marco magazine guy. That's what you are. Yeah.
Don't tell me who to vote for. You're one of those people. See, I would have so much fun tinkering with them. Really, I would have so much fun. I would do that too.
You have to say, hang on 1 minute before we play. I'm going to have John leave. Trust me, you want John to leave.
Or here's the third scenario. You could act like the crazy person with multiple personalities. So when they came in the house and they said Marco, you could answer, how did you know that's my name?
Marco, Devin.
Devin, shut up. It's Marco's time to talk.
You're going to be the first person in the world that's going to have someone break into their house and then run out screaming. She's freaking crazy.
Well, isn't that the whole point?
Help me, call 911. What happened? I was robbing her. She happened.
Or they happened.
She's in there playing Marco Polo by herself. And she's winning. Just not sure which one she is.
I don't know who I'm speaking to right now.
Yeah.
It would be funny. You can see me doing that too, can't you?
Oh, I can. Oh, yeah. I actually can. But then, if we want to tell the whole tale, I can see you taking it way too far, and having way too much fun. Okay. And then 5 o'clock rolls around. Okay. And there's a sound outside you don't hear. And then someone runs across the living room and goes, Marco, boom! And then you hear, are you all right? There's some freak in here screaming Marco. And you go, did that tell me you got rid of my play friend?
Yeah.
Well, better bring a mop.
Clean up on aisle 5, please. Yeah.
I was playing with him. Well, you're not a cat and he's not a mouse, so leave him alone. Stop inviting random people in to play Marco Polo.
I do have to tell you one story really quick, kind of along that lines.
Oh boy! Wait a minute. This has actually happened to you.
This has happened.
Oh my word!
Well, not the Marco part, but so one day I'm sitting at home with my mom, and I was like a teenager at the time. So this was like many years ago, back in the day when people weren't that paranoid to be locking their doors or shutting their doors all the time, because you pretty much knew everybody in your neighborhood, right? So it was kind of in that time frame. Well, anyways, my mom and I are sitting around watching TV. Now, here's the layout of our house. When you come up the porch stairs and open up the door, the stairs to the upstairs go straight up. So you literally open up the front door. There's like a little tiny entranceway, and you either go up the stairs or around the corner into the living room. So where we were sitting, you can see people if they came in through the door, So we're sitting there, and this guy comes up the stairs, walks into our house, and starts going up our stairs, thinking that it's like a duplex, which it's not. But I can see how he probably would assume that, because you're not seeing anything but stairs and a wall. So all of a sudden, my mom's like, excuse me, what are you doing? And the guy comes back down the stairs, because he went up like 4 or 5 stairs. And he says, well, I'm looking for Steve. She goes, Steve does not live here. And he goes, really? Steve blah, blah, blah. She says, no, Steve blah, blah, blah lives next door. And I suggest that you get your butt out of my house right now. And the guy was just like looking kind of confused and baffled, because my mom was really mad, because it caught us by surprise. We had the door open. I mean, there was the screen door, obviously, that was shut, but the main door, was open. So he just opened up the screen door and walked in.
Wow. That was a straight, because I know darn good and well the Nona that I know. He'd have got to the 3rd or 4th step. She would have been, now she wouldn't have shot him, but she would have been prepared to fillet him.
Well, I think my mom had her broom in her hand at the time, because I think if that guy would have took another step up the stairs, I think my mom's intention was to trip him and make him fall down those stairs.
I remember the day she told me, you just stick and you don't stop sticking. I'm like, wow, you are terrifying. You are absolutely terrifying. Someone's grandmother goes, you get a knife and you stick and you don't stop sticking. Wow.
So the funny part was, the next day, our next door neighbor, whose name really was Steve, and this guy was actually looking for him. Oh, did my mom give that Steve a lashing? Don't you know what your address is? I had some random stranger in my house, and she was letting him have it with both barrels.
Yes, Steve. Keep your friends on your side of the street, Steve.
Yeah, keep them on your side at your house. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Anyways,
No naked hitchhiking or anything like
no,
that.
that's your department.
Thumbs up.
Speaking of which, if you like our show and you're enjoying it, you can always share it with a friend.
Yes, please.
And on that note, good night, Gracie.
Yeah.